Remember, I'm going to give you one like this tomorrow. Now, the first one I give you like this is just straightforward graphing. But at the end, you know, you have an FRQ that has one like this. And if I said on this one, find f of 3, you would take 3 and plug it in for what? 3 plus 1 is 4. 2 to what power gives you 4? So f of 3 would equal 2. Do you understand that? Okay. All right. So let's graph this. Okay, first off, going back to exponential, what's your domain for this always? You just have to worry about the range, don't you? Okay, here, let's write out our points. What's our first point? 1/2, comma, negative 1, then? And then what? 2, 1. Okay? Now, this plus 1, will it affect it? Yes, it's going to move it to the what? So I'm going to add what to each of my x values? So this would be negative 1/2, negative 1, 0, 0, 1, 1. I'm going to graph these. Now, you can look at this. Where's my asymptote going to be located? X equals what? X equals negative 1, isn't it? Okay. So I'm going to have negative 1/2, negative 1, 0, 0, 1, 1. My range is what? All real numbers, but my asymptote is at x equals negative 1. Do we see that? Okay, evaluating logs. Here we go. Number 3, what would that be, class? 3, very good. Number 4, how could I rewrite this? 1 over what? 1,000. So 10 to what gives you 1 over 1,000? Negative 3. What happens here? Cancel out, so your answer is 18. 6 to what power gives you 216? What's the relationship between 144 and 12? You take the what? Square root. Very good. What happens here? Cancel. 0.041. 3 to what gives you 1 over 27? 4 to what gives you 64? 3. Are there any questions on that? Oh, I got some more on the back. Number 11. 4 to what power gives you 1? 6 to what power gives you 24? Do you know that? So you have to use a what formula? So you take log of 24 divided by what? Do that for me now. Round it 3 decimal place. 0. What? 77. Do y'all agree with it? What? Okay, 1 point. Because I have not worked it, so I didn't know. Alright, next on your test, expand the expressions. Expand means make bigger. So, how would I write this first part? 3 log base 2 of plus log base 2 of x plus 1. Product rule. Number 14. How would I write that? 4 log base 2 of minus 1/3 log base 2 of x plus 5. Key root. I'm going to put a 1/3 out there. Next, we want to condense. Condense means make what? So I'm going to write natural log. I'm going to put the square root of 3x minus 5y on top. And what goes on bottom? 4x plus y. This over here is supposed to be x minus 1. Number 16, I will put log base 3. 5x plus 6 cubed over square root of x minus 1. Little review of equations. Number 17. What type of equation is that? Exponential. My first line of defense is to get the bases to be the what? Can I get the bases to be the same here? Yes, I can rewrite 9 as what? 3 raised to the second. Bases are the same. Now I can write it without it. So x equals 4. Number 18, do I have one log in that problem? Do I have one log? Yes. So my goal is just to isolate that log and then put it in exponential. So I'm going to move the 1 over. Then divide both sides by 2. Now I'm going to rewrite it. 5 to the 6 equals 4x. Ooh, what's 5 to the 6?
18,000.
Okay, does it divide by 4?
Not even.
Okay. Divided by 4. Okay, so you get x equals 3,906.25. Number 19, that's logarithmic. Do I have more than one log? So I'm going to use properties to get it down to one log. But in this case, what do you see throughout the problem? Log base what? 12. So you can ignore that for now, but you still got to use your properties. This is plus, I'm going to say 2 times what? X equals x plus 7. So x equals 7. Number 20, what type of equation is that? Can I get the bases to be the same? No, so I'm going to use my power rule and bring that 2x down. Log 9 equals log 12. Divide both sides by log 9. .131. I get x equals 0.566. Are there any questions on that? 0.566. Okay, that I would not mark. It just depends on. You're fine. You're fine. All right. Are we good on that? That was your review. Now we're going to go over our homework. I'm going to call the answers out to these. I'm not working every one of them. I will work some of them. Because we're going to go through these and then we're going to review compound interest. Let me show you your test, the format of your test tomorrow. So your first part of your test is this. Everything that was on test 1. Reception of 2 compound interest problems on front. Everything on back is equations.
I'm curious, which one did you say to mark out for the homework?
I'm about to go with that as I go through it, okay? All right. All right. Okay. Did you get 1.398 on number 11? Okay. What is it?
It's number 3.
Okay, yes. I used the old book and then the new book is number 11. So yes, number 3 is 1.398. Now I'm on number 13. I'm sorry, which is 5. Okay. I'm just going to go in the order you know which problem I'm on. Okay. Here we go. Just go in the order. All right, the next one that's on your page is number 5, and the answer to number 5 is negative 0.461. Did y'all get that? Oh, wrong. That's the wrong problem. Never mind. I have to work that one out in a minute. The book changed number up on me. Just mark 13. We'll work that one in a minute. Mark number. All right. Let me just write the answer to that and then call them out.
Technically, it's ever received. I guess when you say it varies. Yeah, when they're talking quarters, economic quarters, which is technically really just your estimates. Oh, so be 4 times compound. Yeah, it's just because you look at
You need to be listening to your peer that just went shh before I go off. I'm about to work some of these out because the book doesn't have some of these problems. Okay. So on number 3 on your worksheet, 1.398. I'm going to come back. Does anybody need me to work number 5? I do not have the answer. What I would do on that one, you take the natural log of 7 and divide it by -2. Are there any questions on 3 or 5? Number 7, -0.585. Now remember, if your round is off a little bit, it's based on how you did in the problem. Don't freak out about it, okay? I'm not going to go, oh, it's got 1 digit off. I'm not going to be like that, okay? Number 9, 1.204. Number 11, 0.077. I do not have the answer to number 13, 14, 15, but I'm going to just describe to you. If I still need to work it, I will. Number 13. On 13, first thing I'll do is move the 4 over. It becomes a -4. Then you have 3 to the 5x equals 4. Take the natural log of both sides and then divide your two, not natural log, take the log of both sides. So you're going to take the 4 over, you're going to have 3 to the 5x equals 4. Log 4 divided by log 3 and then divided by 5. Do y'all understand that one? Number 15, I will take the log of 5 and log of 8, say log of 5 divided by log of 8, and then get that and divide it by 0.4. Number 21, 6.213. 29, 0.693. 31, 1.099. Do I need to work any of 3 through 31?
Would 29 also be 0 or would it not?
It would not be. What now, Colby? 21, 6.213.
Oh yeah, because 0
Getting close to that? No, work that one? Okay. If you missed one, talk to your group, you might see what you did wrong. 1.099. Okay. All right, let's do these quickly, guys, because we got to go back over compound interest. You got 2 questions on that tomorrow. Number 21, I have 5 to the x equals 4x plus 1. I cannot get the bases same, so it's be x log 5 equals x plus 1 log 4. You can't divide both sides by that right now, so you actually have to find the decimal. Log 5. Then distribute. Then move this over. I got 6.206 because it's the way we rounded. They do an exact, so that would be still acceptable. All right, 29, 31. 31. We have e to the 4x plus 4 e to the 2x minus 21. You always let u equal whatever's sitting there. So u equals e to the 2x. So I'm going to write u squared plus 4u minus 21 equals 0. Factor that, it's going to be u plus 7 and u minus 3. Now plug that back in. E to the 2x plus 7 equals 0. E to the 2x minus 3 equals 0. Well, when this comes over here, it's a negative 7. Can you take the natural log of that? No. E to the 2x equals 3. Bring the 2x down. Take the natural log of both sides, because we cannot get the bases to be the same. So what is natural log of e equal to? 1. So 2x equals natural log of 3. I'm going to divide by 2. So I can type that in my calculator. Natural log of 3. Divide by 2. That's funny. They didn't get nowhere near that.
They got it before they divided it.
Yeah, they forgot to go back in there and divide by that 2. That's where they made a mistake. So your answer is 0.549. I remember that problem last year. Now they forgot to divide by the 2. That's 31 is 0.549. Sorry about the confusion on that. 37 was a wow number, 22,016 or 22,026. Was it 26 or 16? Okay. All that is it's in logarithmic. You're going to put an exponential. You have 1, so it's the e to the 10th. 39, you got 1 log, e to the negative 2. I mean, not e. 10 to the negative 2 equals x, so it would be 1 over 100. Or 0.01. I'll take either one of those. 41, it got 1 log, so you're going to put an exponential. 10 squared equals 3x plus 5, so I have 100 equals 3x plus 5, and I get 95 over 3. Or you could have a decimal. Number 43, I have 1 log, so I want to isolate. I'm going to move the 4 over. Get a negative 1, then divide by that understood negative 1, and put an exponential. You get negative 7. Any question on 37, 39, 41, or 43? Number 45, do you see log base 2 throughout? Can you temporarily ignore those? Yes, so I would set up 3x equals 5 times x minus 2. What is the answer to that? 3x?
5.
5, okay. Yes, 5 is your answer. Alright, on number 47, does it have the same log throughout? Yes. So you can ignore that log because it's got log base 10. What's log base 10 known as? Common logarithm. So let's look at that. So I'm going to use my properties. X times x minus 1 equals 4x. Move that 4x over to b. Then I'm going to use what factoring method? GCF. Okay, you get x equals 0, x equals 5. The reason 0 can't be answer, if I put 0 minus 1, I'm going to get a what right there? Negative 1, so your answer is only 5. Alright, 49. We have log base 5 of x plus 1 minus log base 5 of x minus 1 equals 2. It does not have log base 5 throughout, so I got to keep it, but I'm going to use my properties, x plus 1 over x minus 1 because it's quotient, equals 2. Now that I have one single log, I'm going to put an exponential. 5 raised to what power? 2 equals x plus 1 over x minus 1. And I'm going to cross what? Multiply. You get 13 over 12. Is there a question? All right, let's look at 51. Omit 54. I'll look at 51. Log base 2 of x plus log base 2 of x minus 3 equals 2. I do not have a log base 2 here, so I cannot ignore that. So I'm going to put log base 2. I am still going to use my properties to condense it. So x times x minus 3 equals 2. 2 squared equals x squared minus 3x. 4 equals x squared minus 3x. It's quadratic, so I'm going to get it set equal to 0. Factor that as x minus 4, x plus 1, x equals 4, x equals negative 1. If I take 4, I plug it back in, I'm good. But if I plug negative 1 in, negative 1 sitting next to a log, that won't work. So my only answer is x equals 4. (53) log base 9 of x minus 5 plus log base 9 of x plus 3 equals 1. I cannot ignore my log base 9 because it's not throughout, so I'm going to rewrite that as log base 9 of x minus 5 times x plus 3 equals 1. Now write an exponential. 9 raised to the first is 9. Factor this, I mean multiply this out. Factor that, that's going to be x minus 6 and x plus 4. X equals 6, x equals negative 4. I look back, negative 4 cannot go in it, so my only answer is 6. Alright, let's turn it over to the back, the 2 word problems. You do have 2 like this tomorrow. What now? 75%. I'm about to do that one. Right here, that's what I'm about to do. I'm going to do these 2 together. What now, hon? Okay. Remember from Thursday, we learned this formula. I will give you this formula tomorrow. Remind me to do that. Compound interest, this formula, and then the continuous one right here. The only time you use this one, it says continuous compounding. Continuously compound, yes. A is your amount after so many years. P stands for what? Pay attention. P is principal. That's the amount you start with. R is your interest rate in what form? Decimal. N is the number of times it's compounded. If I say compounded weekly, what would you put in for N? Monthly, daily, quarterly, semi-annually, annually. We're good? Okay. T is the number of years, okay? So, on 75, A equals P times 1 plus R over N raised to the NT. So, a man invests $5,000. So that's my what here? My principal. Parentheses 1. My interest rate says 8.5. So how would I put that in here? 0. It says compounded quarterly. What would I put here? 4. 4 raised to, it says after 3 years. So I put a 3 right here. Guys, I do all this in my calculator. So what I'm going to do, now I don't type it all in one line. You might make a mistake. What do? I do my division. Then add what to it? Then raise it to what? Then times it by what? And there's my answer. $6,435.09 is what would be in the account after that. Now B takes a different spin on it. It says, how long will it take to double? If it asks you how long, you're looking for what variable? T. Very good. You're looking for T. Alright. So, this is B. So I'm going to write the formula. Okay. So what would I put for my A? You won't know how long it will what? So, what's 5,000 doubled? 10,000. I'll put 10,000 there. My principal is 5,000. 1 plus the interest rate is the same. N is the same. You're going to put 4T. Yep. So you got to work from the inside out. Alright. First thing you do is divide by what? So you're left with 2,000 equals 1 plus 0.85 over 4 equals 4T. Oh, yes, sorry. Thank you. Now, what do you think you would do next? You need to find what this is, don't you? Because in the minute, you're going to have to take the log of something because it's exponential. So I'm going to do what's inside the parentheses. Divide by 4, add 1. So I have 2 equals 1.021 raised to the 4T. Now, I'm going to take the log of both sides. So log of 2 divided by log of 1.021. And the reason I can do that, guys, is that's exponential. I can't get the bases to be the same, so I got to take the log of both sides. And I get 33.35 blah, blah, blah. Then I'm going to divide by what right here? What's left? I divide that by 4. I get 8.3. So you could put 8.3 years, or how many years would it have to take? 9. I'll take either one of those. It'll take at least 9 years for it to double. Now you see, Ms. Chester, which type do we have on test? This first type. I didn't give you one like that. Yes. That left up, it won't ever always happen like that. So you use that one only if it says compounded continuously, like on number 76. You have stuff like this on your test. You don't have one like that, but you should be able to do that.
What did you get for that one?
9 years. It's like 8.3, but 9. We're only going to do a part on 76. It says they want to invest $6,500 in an account that pays 6% interest per year, compounded continuously. So you're going to use the PERT formula, P times E raised to RT. Okay, your amount that she invested was $6,500 times E raised to the interest rate is 6%, so it'd be 0.06 times the number of years, how much? 2. Now, A equals 6,500. I got to find out what it is. 0.06 times 2. So now I'm going to find E to the 0.12 and then times by 6,500. So there's that. Now times 6,500. So I got $7,328.73. Remember, money's 2 places. If you gave me 3, I'm going to count off because money's 2 places. Let me make sure your compound interest is like that on yours. Yes. Do you understand what's on your test tomorrow? Are we good? Okay, what I'm going to give you now, I want you to work on to the bell rings, and if you don't finish it, is I gave you 12 equations. I just want you to keep practicing equations, okay? You're going to turn these 12 in tomorrow before the test. Now, you understand everything that's on your test. This is just equations. Does anybody have a birthday in here today? Who's got a birthday coming up? I'm being very nice right now. Hey, don't. That's going to be on your homework check this week, so don't do away with that worksheet of problems.
Did you consider late June? That's one mine is. One of yours. That's 26.
Yeah, that's my
How old did I turn, Dick? I'll go higher or lower to start. Dick, I'm waiting. I'm not going to get mad. I seriously won't. Go ahead.
32. 34.
Correct. 32 is a good guess. I turned 34.
I remember the other day we were talking about the tornado. You said how old you were. She was like, I'm 32. I'm very check first. And I was like,
Getting the basis the same factor.
Start spouting.
I know I did it. You may have like made us all.
course, Tyler, you're not on here if I done went and bought the candy thing.
Do what?
Your name's not on my Google thing that lets you fill out the end of the year.
I did fill it out. No, I filled it out over there on the desk.
So when's your birthday?
Thursday.
I'm gonna get whatever candy I got back here.
All right. August 31. Negative 7.83.
Holly, I did not know what Hershey drops were when I was in the candy section. And you get cookies and cream because that's the only Hershey drops they had in that whole. I hope you eat those.
Right, Holly, with
Did y'all have any trouble getting the building Friday?
No, but they changed the schedule and told us that morning on the net. So it was like, hope you're connected to the line. Otherwise,
Bye, y'all.
30 minutes. Like, so like normal time, but they cut it like 30 minutes short. So like,
I don't think you missed much on Friday.
Originally, you know how the dates got moved? I signed up originally, and I don't know if I didn't see the message where they signed up. Is it too late to get people to
Well, go see her. She's in the hallway on the left. Either way.
they told us.
She's on another day, yes.
See, I don't have that email, so I'll just
It's on Google Classroom.
I signed up for this today to didn't get my name on the list.
Okay. Show her and she can email Miss Hopper, okay? Okay. Just tell them that you're welcome. Landon, how you doing?